So if he starts flushing out Corruptors right now, he should get the Corruptors out just in time to transform them into Broodlords. But the weird thing about Broodlords is that you don't want to overspend on your gas. You still want to have gas remaining. But no, he chooses to go for more Mutalisks. Here come more Reapers into the base. There's a big force sitting over here trying to deny this gold expansion, which actually did go down. There are Mutalisks morphing here, and there's still too few ghosts in here to really deal with a high Mutalisk count. As you can see, 16 Mutalisks are about to rally to this point right here, I would suspect. Bunch of drones being transferred out of the main now that it is pretty much mined out. So he's going to be mining off of 2 bases. This would be a good time to take a third mining base anyway. Zerglings are rallying down here to try and take out this third expansion of the Terran. This is perfect because all these SCVs are transferring here right now, but there is a planetary fortress to deny that, so it's not going to do a whole lot. If you did have Banelings, you could just roll them in and blow up on the planetary fortress and try to get in there and blow up on these SCVs as well. So planetary fortresses are really good, but Zerg can still take care of them with some careful precision attacks or just a big suicide ball army taking them out. Now we're seeing that transition more into Marines to deal with these Mutalisks. So like I was saying earlier, I would have liked to see Marines in this composition, and we got what we wanted. So here come the Mutalisks. There's only 1 missile turret here. These Mutalisks do a lot of damage, but Marines stim up. They're going to come in here and not pick off any Mutalisks, except... there's so many Mutalisks in the red that were on the edge of that army, but he doesn't get them all. Ghosts now separate. Uh-oh, watch out, Mutalisks. Okay. Whew. He was going to get sniped down really fast by those ghosts that were all at full energy, or at least most of them were at full or near full energy. Scan goes off to see exactly where those Mutalisks are going. He saw them leave to the right side. BRUSlee is going to fly into the Terran main and be rather unchecked and take down all the production facilities of the Terran player. You can see 7 missile turrets are actually going up. I can't really tell, probably over at the 3rd since that's kind of his last standpoint. Yep, there they are. Mutalisks are coming in here and wrecking stuff up. Marines stim up here to try to fight these Mutalisks. And you do want to retain your Mutalisks as much as you can if you're playing Zerg, so that's a wise decision. Corruptors are finally coming down, and we just missed them on the production tab, but there they are. The little squirmy flying units that are just awkward in every sense of the word are out on the field. Zerg is trying to reestablish this gold that got taken out earlier. There's now 3 Broodlords morphing, a bunch of drones on the way, so BRUSlee is now gearing up for the late game in Zerg versus Terran, choosing his tier 3 tech as Broodlords as opposed to Ultralisks, or as opposed to just a lot of Infestors to deal with this mass bio army. Here come the Mutalisks, but there's Ghosts ready to hit him. Ghosts do get a whole bunch of snipes off on these Mutalisks. Actually, not many snipes, just regular fire. I'm kind of surprised he's not sniping more to get these Mutalisks down. There are a whole bunch more Reapers, so it looks like he's really interested in committing to this Reaper strategy. There's a ton of barracks. 4, looks like 8, 9, 10 barracks are down right now for the Terran player. Excuse me. A whole bunch of Mutalisks do fly in here into a whole bunch of Marines, so Mutalisks will want to get out of there and retain themselves. And upcoming Mutalisks just once again to try to get a few more kills. You can't commit too heavily and lose a lot of Mutalisks to this, but still doing some pretty good work. These Marines are only 1-1, and these Mutalisks are 0-1, or rather 1-0, since you do kind of read attack first. So that's pretty nice matchup in this small numbers for this number of Mutalisks versus that small number of Marines. So it's good of him to keep his Mutalisks active. There are 42 Zerglings on the way. You have to imagine a lot of those will be turned into Banelings here pretty soon, considering this is so bio-heavy, or rather strictly bio. I mean, he's not produced any mech whatsoever. Here come all the Reapers to deny this third, and watch how fast these Reapers are going to take down this hatchery if he decides to target it down. Mutalisks come in here to clean this up, but the Reapers can escape with most of their lives still intact. He is wasting a lot of time by jumping up and down these cliffs, but still he should get away. The Mutalisks do look like they're slightly faster, so they should still get a few shots off, but he's going to retreat to his little bio army over there. Here come the Broodlords. They're sieging up the Terran base pretty heavily. The Terran's going to have a hard time reacting to this since this entire army is on the wrong side of the map. Broodlords should go unchecked and take out quite a bit of buildings. If you're this Terran player, as soon as these Reapers get out, lift your barracks up and move them somewhere else. Up come the Ghosts. These Ghosts are cloaked. This is awesome. He's going to be sniping down these Broodlords as soon as he possibly can. He needs to focus them down as much as he can. So good work with the cloak, since Zerg do not usually take detectors with them. But in this kind of situation, he might need to. Up at the front, here's another attack with Zerglings, but the Zerglings are being melted by all these Reapers and Marines. A huge engagement going on here. Mutalisks now coming in to fight these Marines and all of his bio army. He's losing a ton of Mutalisks. You really don't want to lose this much if you can help it. A bunch of Zerglings are rallying up to this ramp to try to kill this as much as possible, but I don't think the Zerg did enough damage right there to warrant all the units he had to spend in order to get that kind of effect. He is banking a lot of minerals once again. 66 Zerglings in production, along with +2/+2 for his melee units. And again, the melee units actually do reflect on the broodlings that come out of the broodlords. So, cool little tip to add there. The Reapers are going the wrong direction, at least to engage all of these banelings, but the Reapers are going to come in here and harass this expansion really badly. Watch how fast he's going to take out this hatchery if he focuses it down. You can see Reapers really do a number on buildings. Here comes the Zerg. He's ready to attack. He comes into this planetary fortress, targets the planetary fortress down and gets it. He has one baneling left, and oh, never mind, a few more banelings left, and he does get a couple of SCVs with that. There's still a bunch of Zerglings sitting around. This is the time where you'd want to send your Zerglings in and clean up everything else that's in here, since these are just free kills right now, since the Terran player does have his army sitting back at his natural. Another Reaper harassment taking place, and wow, it actually took down the hatchery, so a couple of different things to pay attention to at the same time. These Reapers are looking a little bit tattered. They do need to go back and get on this medevac, so the medevac can heal them. There's one stray Mutalisk. It's like, I'll kill you no matter what it costs me. So he's chasing him down as hard as he can, but he's going down. Goodbye. Here come the Zerglings and Banelings in order to try to clean this up again. Banelings are likely going to focus this down again, but no, here come the Reapers. Reapers are going to take this down pretty well, especially since they're so fast and tight like that. Banelings do stack themselves on this expansion, but it's not enough, so these Reapers came over just in time to kill those Banelings. A bunch of Zerglings do now evacuate. They do not want to get caught against those Reapers. They will lose that fight. So, again, this weird unit composition seems to be working, and if with this regular Reaper harassment, it's keeping the Zerg on such low income. You can see his income is only 350 per minute. The Terran income is also pretty low, but that's because he has all of his SCVs mistakenly rallied to this planetary fortress in order to try to repair it. He needs to get those guys back to work if he wants to eventually be able to win this game, especially before the Zerg player is able to set back up again. The Mutalisks fly into a bunch of Marines, and a couple of Mutalisks are lost. This is a pretty fearsome army, I guess. I mean, I've never really seen this before, but you would figure it'd be pretty effective. Well, this is actually really cool. I'm going to explain why this unit count is going to work. The Marauders are going to lead, and the Marauders are going to eat damage. It looks like bRUSlee is going to go ahead and quit out of this game, as he's saying, good game. Getting back to what I was talking about, the reason that this composition is going to work is because these Marauders are really fat. They can eat a lot of Baneling fire, especially with this +2 armor. And then behind it, you're going to have Marines. You're going to have, excuse me, Reapers. You're going to have Ghosts, who all get bonus damage versus light, except for the Marines. But it's a cool unit composition. Again, it's 100% bio, and I really like it. I mean, I like how it worked, but I don't know if I really like it as a concept itself, because if these initial Reapers would not have done as much damage as they, obviously did, and this Zerg player went for quick roaches in response to that, the roaches would have just walked right up into the space and kicked it all down and won. So you can see where the frailty is, but roaches in Terran vs. Zerg are a little unusual, and what is more unusual is this unit composition. And just to give you guys a little bit of a tip, if you can run with unusual stuff like this that works, it's going to throw your opponent off quite a bit so that you can get away with stuff you wouldn't normally be able to get away with, because their reactions will be all thrown off. They're going to be usually expecting that tank, Marine, Thor mixture that you usually see in Terran vs. Zerg. But instead, if you see Reaper, Ghost, Marauder, Marine, you're going to be like, what is that? What am I supposed to do here? So I guess this will give you guys, you Zerg players, some tips on if you see something weird like this, how to react to it. Roaches will beat all these units except for the Marauders. Marauders will do pretty well at it, but the timing is that you're going to get those Roaches in if you see Reapers before he's really going to have anything else on the map, because he did expand and he was producing nothing but Reapers, and Reapers are terrible against Roaches. So they're not terrible. I mean, they can still kite them, but if you have Roaches in there, pushing the front door down and on your mineral line, you're going to struggle against that. So I hope you guys like that game. Again, I'm going to stop here and call it a night, because I've seen 4 amazing games in a row, which were all by complete coincidence. I mean, I just randomly downloaded these replays. They happen to all be really cool. If you have your own replays, go ahead and send them to me at communitysc2@live.com. I will cast it. If it's a cool game like this, I'll post it. So stay tuned for more games in the future. I'll see you guys at the next cast, which will be upcoming very soon. Thanks for watching.